That's fine. Sorry, good morning once again. My name is Hope, and I'm happy to welcome you all to Legacy High School. I hope you accept my welcome. Please, for the benefit of those who are just joining us, some of our parents introduced themselves with their children. And then, please, if you've not introduced yourselves, can you please let us know who you are and then who you are representing? Please, okay, let's start with you. Obi Amaka. Okay. Who? Okay. Anthony's cousin. It's okay. Please, can we applaud her for coming? Okay, I think we start with you.
My name is Mrs. Uche Uchina Sautarike,
Okay.
representing David Uche.
Okay, David Ichechuku. Welcome, ma. Welcome, ma. Can we please? Okay.
Clap for your parents now. My name is Mrs. Chizoba Ekelamari.
Okay, for one, those is okay. Welcome. Um. Okay. Okwani for Usuji. Please, can we clap for him? Okay. Yes, I think we've gotten that before. Uh, okay, I think we've. Okay. Yes, ma. Please. Okay, ma. Welcome, ma. I'm seeing the resemblance. Please, you're welcome once again. You know, this is why they've been talking to the children, our code of conduct, our ethics, and all that. Please, I want to speak to the parents. I won't take much of your time, okay? So we'll just have less than 30 minutes to leave here. I know you left that precious wedding you want to go, and that market you want to buy a weekend stew and soup. Don't worry, it's worth it though. But you see, this one you attend is also very important because these children, you didn't just give birth to them for others to raise. It's your sole responsibility. And then doing this is part of what you are supposed to do for them. Okay? Now, now that they've joined either JS2 or JS1 in a new school, let me start like that. It's a new environment for them too. Please, have you asked them anything about the new school? Have you gotten to know any information about their new school? Have any of you tried it on them? If you've gotten to know the school very well, or maybe information that your children will give you, by now you should be able to know at least one of your child's classmates' name. Do you know any of their names? Do you know any name that your child has been calling, been talking about? Okay, okay, please, Mrs. Igwe, can you tell us? Your child used to call who?
My child
Used
I used to call Mary.
Mary, okay. So who is Mary? Who is Mary, please? Okay, Mary. Very good. So Emmanuel, you talk about Mary. That's very good. Please, Mrs. Babayemi, does Gift call anybody's name?
Yes, well, I can't recall.
Okay, you know why I asked this? You know, by the time you have this conversation with your child constantly, they will be forced to tell you about their classmates. Is it not? They will be forced to. And by the time they constantly talk about a particular person, you will be forced to ask them, what's so special about this child? Why are you talking about this child? So, Everly, there's something about this Mary that she hasn't told you about. Is it not? So, with time, you get to know. Maybe Mary is her neighbor in the class, or he used to collect pencil from Mary. Mary used to collect pen from her. You know, that kind of thing. It happens. So I related this because it's very important to have these conversations with our children. They are 10, many of them are 10 or more. But it's very important. We don't say they are adults. Let me concentrate on the ones that are younger. It's very important we have these conversations with them. Because it is through this conversation you'll get more information that you never expected about their teacher, their most feared teachers. I hope you know that some children fear their teachers. It is from these conversations you also get to know their best friends and then things that they want to do that they are not able to do. For example, hey, you see this Mary. Mary can paint, but my own is not used to be fine. My own is not fine like Mary's own. Before you know it, you start seeing things that your child likes that or things that the child wants to get more information about. So if you have not done that, please let's start now. Okay. Are we going to start it? Please, we'll start now. Let's get information from our children concerning their academic life, their social life, and even about how they discuss or deal with their peers in the classroom. I think that's one. Then another important thing is by now, those in year 8 now, by 2028, they should be writing their WAEC. I hope you know. And then those in year 7, by 2029, they should be attempting their first external exam. That's their first WAEC. And it's in our school, we aim to register all of them as at that 2028, so that they'll try their first jam. Do we get it? So that is our aim and our goal. And you will help us achieve that goal.
Of course.
Very good. Now, we want to start now to prepare them for that jam and WAEC. So we are going to work 60% for that, and then you are going to give us your 40% support for that thing to be able to work. Are you ready to give us that support?
Yes.
Now, the idea is that while we are giving them the academic knowledge, it's not just like our previous speaker said, it's not only the academic knowledge that make you pass or succeed in life. Is it not? I've seen a very intelligent child. In fact, the first time I marked WAEC, a best student in a school, all the subjects were A's. Then it was just English language that the child got E. He made an E in English language. So the school was so confident in that child that they had to write to WAEC for a remark, that they want to scrutinize the script to make sure that it is actually what this boy wrote that they marked. So what happened later? They found out that this child, in OBJ, you shared, is it not? So the child, question 1, the child didn't know it. So from question 2, the students started getting them. Now started putting from question 2, shaded to question 2, answer in question 1. So from that one, he failed all of them. And OMR is machine that marks it. Machine doesn't know whether you're intelligent or not. It is what the machine sees in the OMR that it marks. So all the OBJ was 0. But you see the theory and all that, he got all of them. So he made an E. So this one said English. So do you see the implication? He was very intelligent, but he was not careful enough to know that you're supposed to be careful to check exactly where you are shedding. Do you get it? It's a very costly mistake and oversight. And nobody will want the child to experience that. And because of that experience, there's something we do here. We start giving them OMR sheets for their exams, starting from their year 7. And one person had already made that mistake, surprisingly, just this last term. Someone very intelligent, after writing from question 1 to 10, skipped 12, started answering from 11. So it was because that OBJ was just 40 questions, 30 questions. So the person got first 10. It was that 20. And because she got many in the theory, was not failed for that course. And when we noticed it, so the teachers were like, what are we going to do? This person got everything now. It was just a small mistake. I said, if it's WAEC, will anybody notice? We machine tell you that this thing happened, that this person is intelligent too. Let us be very fair. And that is one thing I like legacy for. We don't do because this person is this, because this person, we give you what you get. And you see, anything you get in your result, it is your child's result. We don't add, we don't remove. And so anything your child comes home with, be very sure that it's your child that wrote that. Do we get this now? Now, from next week, we are going to be having our first CA. And that first CA, the policy is that it is computer-based test. Because because this September is more of registration, buying things, paying so much money, and you know how the economy is. We didn't make it compulsory for all the children to come with a laptop. It's in the school policy actually. But we didn't want to make it compulsory for now, so that you have also money to pay for the younger ones. We understand. but want to stay here that we need it. It's very, very important. You see the way the school fees is, how important the fees are. The laptop is also very important for them. So the school will now bear the cost of providing materials or the equipment, the devices that the children are going to be writing the test next week for. And but it's now going to make us to divide them maybe into 2 or 3 instead of writing once. And we want to be very fair with this exam. And that's why I want to implore you. So please start now to make arrangements for their devices. Even if it's not a laptop, you can get an iPad. Okay. We promise you they're not going to misuse it. It's a promise. In fact, in our last orientation exercise, we said if they had started then to pay money, even if it's 5,000 monthly for the purpose of that laptop, by now they should have gotten it. Don't you think so? So you can start today, just like we said that day. You can start today and go and make it. There are some people who do pay small, something like that. And all these IT people, you can pay 5,000 every month until maybe you pay more than 50% of the fare before you are given the laptop. And we want to assure you that these children are not going to misuse that technology. We are going to be using it judiciously here. In fact, we'll have because most people will say, please, I don't want to expose my child to using this kind of technology so that they will not start going elsewhere to make them increase their screen time and all that. But we have other websites, selected websites that we give our parents so that their children will be using for their searches. These websites are children, in fact, according to your age. If you leave just one, we add a particular website for you. Do we get it? So that you not be scared. Maybe my child will be looking for something, and before you know it will come out. And you know, children naturally are inquisitive. When they see something that just pass, they want to go back and say, "Who is this one? Who is this one?" They want to click and follow up. But that kind of search engine will give you. You will not have any kind of distraction or something that will make your child divert from what the child is doing. Do we get the point now? Then another thing is that by Monday, they're going to be giving them each a copy of a study guide that we used for our previous set, and we noticed it worked for them. Now, that study guide is something that you need to paste on the walls of your children in the children's room at home. That study guide will guide them. For example, many children, because of they tend to take care of their younger ones and then other house chores, may not really be coordinated or know what to do at that particular time. They might decide they want to read, but on trying to read, you see the younger one now come. Did you see this thing that they gave us? And then the person now leaves what he wants to do and then go and engage the other person. So that study guide that will give them on Monday, please, as they come home with it, make sure you collect and paste them conspicuously where they will be seeing it each time they come back from school. Part of what is in the study guide is when they should sleep, when they should rise up to also study, even if it's 30 minutes in the morning. You know that early morning reading, because your brain is still calm, and then it will be able to assimilate all those top subjects or topics in mathematics. So if your child is finding it challenging understanding mathematics, especially some concepts in maths, what you will do is to take time to help the child do that. And don't say, please, I've pasted it in your room or put alarm. You need to still work with them. Work with them. If you want to achieve that goal with them, you need to work with them to achieve that. By now, as parents, you should have known the course of study you want your child to do in the university. Or we are still checking. Have we known now? Have we resolved to become a particular thing or to pursue a particular career in future? Have we done that? Or we should help you do? If you tell me to help you, I will select one person for Reverend Father, this one for Reverend Sister. This I'll tell this one to become our physics teacher. This one will become okay. This one looks like an artist. We become an artist, and then do we get it? So we don't want to help you do that because you know what you want for your child, and most times because of passion, someone's passion actually. A child may see someone enjoying his or her passion, and then the person is tend to divert to enjoy the passion with the person, not knowing that it's not what you're supposed to be doing. So start now to tell your child if you want your child to become a nurse, it is now you start preparing that child for a nurse. Do we get it? Not do and get to SS2. Let us try jump. We put nursing now. If you did not make it, we'll now try to biotechnology. If we did not make that one, we can now put S2 to second choice. You don't give that kind of choice. You start now to say, I want you to school in UNA. I want you to do nursing degree in UNA. You start now. Do we get the information? So when your child has that knowledge and is growing with it, do you think the child will want to look for another thing? The child will start now to be looking for other things or other careers in nursing that will help the child grow. So your own job is to guide the child because they don't know all these things. Just like that, when I started, I said, we are giving your children 60%, and then it is you that will provide the 40% of that thing that will make your child excel. And I know you people will do it. Because for me, oh, me, I cannot spend this kind of money and then I'll just leave my child like that. We have other schools around that you might pay something like 15,000 naira 2 times and then the child enters school. But you want to make that sacrifice. You want to put your child in a place that you want to see what will come out from this. And then you cannot allow your child to bring that in alone. You have to add to it and make sure something comes out. Do we get the point now? Now, please, there are some skills. There are some skills that tech laptop or IT devices will help your child get. By that 2028, when many of them, God's willing, will be in maybe SS2 and SS3, we are going to enroll them in all these classes, all these data analysis classes. We are going to enroll them all these virtual assistant classes. Those classes, you can do them anywhere as long as you have a strong network anywhere you are. The school has Wi-Fi dedicated for the secondary section. That's anything you want to do, as long as it's legal, you are allowed to do it. So by that, they are SS2. In fact, starting from SS1, we might even have to say that they are maybe above 16 years, because most of these courses you should be 16 to be able to register them. So we might have to increase their age a little so that we'll see what they will come out with. By the time they do those courses, they will have edge over other people who are in their age. Is it not? So that is basically what we want you to understand. That you put them here. It's not for you to go and relax. So that want to see what will come out from Legacy High School. They are saying that they are doing well. Hey, I've put my child now. Let me see what will come out from there. What is coming out is what we are giving Legacy. I hope you know. Whatever like your child is bringing, part of it is what you give your child. So while they are coming home with their homework, while they are coming home with their projects, please put an eye on them, because many of them know that if you don't put an eye on them, they will just do it anyhow. But if you have a habit of checking your child's bag, even without your child knowing, I hope you know they do. You can just on your own go and check your child's bag. You can get articles that you did not buy for the child. You can get things. You can now go, who has this one? What is this thing doing in your bag? Is that Mary? Is Mary's crayon? You know, I told you about Mary. That my friend now. It's Mary. Is Mary's crayon? You know, she can paint. You know, you know what to do next. By the time your child knows that you check the bag, the child will not be forced to put anything that does not belong to him in the child's bag. Do we get it now? So please, for us who are not able to provide the laptop now, please give your children your phones at home if they request for it. Do we get it? We are pleading. Sometimes we might give them something to go and look for online. It's not as if we don't have resources to do that here, but we want to teach them how to use devices. Do we get it? Please put them on check. Don't say, please, I'm going to market to see my phone. I have put 3 gig data. Use it. I'm coming. When I come back, I'll collect my phone. And then when you now come back from market, you now notice your child is still in that Google. You now be telling you that network is not good though. Since that time, somebody was calling you, network is not good. Please make sure you put an eye on them, because you see children of these days, I don't know if they came out with technology in their brain. You can give them your phone and they can press and put your phone to a mode that you, the owner, may not be able to bring yourself out of that mode. And when you give them once, they've opened the phone. Do we get it? You see, you are laughing because you are doing it to your mother's phone. So remember, our main purpose of calling all of us here is to let us know how we run things in Legacy High School. Do we get it? And just like our speaker said, that Even if in your child's formal school that they used to have a haircut that they will do zigzag here and do a rugged here, please, we don't do like that here. Some during festive seasons we do spray. We spray one side, the other one side. Please, we don't. If you have to do that, please do it while you're having the festive. As long as you are resuming to school, you make your child look responsible, because any small distraction can make a child not to get what he or she is supposed to get. Is it not? Then they also talked about their outfit. Please, because you just mended their uniform, you now say they look decent. When they start growing by JS3, SS1, you see them noticing that they need to shape in this trouser. Now this trouser is too big. Let me do it pencil trouser. Do we get it? Please use that eye that they are look the way they are looking now. Please let them, because the way our year 7 and year 8 are looking now, they are responsible and they are looking decent. Please, may they maintain this dressing. Do we get it? Because while they go, you'll be tempted to shaping the trouser or make it pencil, or to make you now the girl now, hey, your shape is not even coming out at all. Let me touch it small in the waist. Please leave it like that for us. We are here to learn. By the time they finish writing their jump and work and they make it, which other shape are we looking for? They've gotten the best shape now, is it not? That is the best shape. Any other thing is physical shape. But we are looking at what will help them to excel in life. Then, more to what they said is that your children, while they are doing their best, please also commend them. Do we get it? Also commend them. You see, all the children don't reach maturity, emotional maturity at the same time. Your first child might be intelligent by age 5, might be able to be reading very well. And then this second one, hey, now say he looks like their father. No, their father's side, they don't used to be intelligent. I have tried everything, and this boy is not getting it. You see, Chikamso now, by primary 3, he was reading very well. But you see this one, I don't know if it's village people that is doing me. Please, all children, even twins, don't get to the same maturity at the same level. So if you use one hand to train Obi, and Obi grows to this maturity, and then you use one hand to train Ada, Ada does not get it to that point. Please use two hands. If possible, put your two legs joined. Anything that will make that Ada to get to where you want, please do it for us. And I bet you will not regret it. You will not regret it. That's more time you bring out for the child now. We make you not to regret anything you do for that child while growing up. Do we get it now? Okay. Then for our fees and all that, we have a flexible payment plan. Do we get it? We said it. So if it's possible that you have, maybe you have completed your payments for this term, and you have money before December, please start paying ahead of next term. Do we get the information? If you have, please start paying ahead of next term. Even if you're able to complete that next term, please pay for the third term. Because they say money. Money, I don't know if you used to hear. Money used to hear the smell of problems, is it not? It will perceive the smell of problem. If you have like 500,000 naira in your bank account, before you know, they will call you that somebody swallowed shovel. You're now going to bring out the money and go and start curing somebody's shovel. So if you have that money, please just pay ahead, so that if all these devices, all those attached things that will make your child learning interesting, you can always add to it so that your child will enjoy learning. Do we get the point now? So from time to time, please call your child's form. Do you know your child's form teachers? Do you know them? You don't know them. Please, can I see the form teachers, please? The form teachers, please come. But do you actually know the class your child is? We don't know. Hey, okay, this is Mrs. Jessica, the form teacher of year 8 Ivy. So if your child is in year 8 Ivy and you don't have our teacher's phone number, please, before you leave today, go and collect it. Do we get it? Before you leave today, go and collect the phone number. The reason is that from time to time, you need to get information from her concerning your child. Do we get it? You collect your child's your teacher's number, your child's teacher's number, form teacher. And it's not as if, you see the way we do, our form teacher stays in the same class with the children. Do you get what I'm saying? So they watch them even while eating.